What's going on, Steven?
Hello.
Dude, I gotta say, you got an amazing background for this.
Well, I just tried to, match what you guys normally do in Topanga.
Oh,
Hoping to,
thank you very much. That's definitely a good place to be quarantined, too, for sure.
it's a great place to be quarantined because I have a front yard that's really sunny, a lot of windows in the house, and I can pretty much just make music and be outside and do things like this. So it's
I
been
think
pretty
that's
good.
the best thing we can do right now through this whole entire quarantine. So let me go ahead and get started. Thanks for everyone who just joined. My name is Nick Stubblefield, and we're with Topanga Sessions. I'm talking with Steven from West Coast Massive. How's it going, buddy?
I'm great. I'm as good as you can be right now, I think. I'm healthy. My friends are healthy. My family's healthy. I'm making good music. I'm trying to connect with people. So, although times are very tough, I am working my ass off every day to continue to progress because, a lot of people are laying low right now, and it's a good opportunity to move forward.
It
You know?
really is.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I absolutely love about musicians are like, especially in this time, it's the perfect time to build content because we here at Topanga Sessions are all about using pain and struggle to move forward in life and like be able to show people that we can actually grow even in a time like this.
I
So what do
agree.
you Thank you. So, what are you doing to, aside from like writing music, what are you doing to try to like beat all of this right now?
Say that again.
Right now, what are you trying to do aside from music to keep your sanity? Because I know most people are
All
stuck
right.
in their houses and they
Okay.
don't necessarily have a significant other or someone that they care about.
Well, lucky for me, I'm an extremely lucky man because I am quarantined with my girlfriend, who I love a lot, and my best friend from pretty much childhood, like middle school, and we get along pretty great. There's like we've seen everything there is to see together. So my support system here is like really amazing, and I do definitely not take it for granted because you'll see times where someone might be having a down day or someone might be having an up day, and it's like whoever's having that up day, it's kind of their job to like make sure the other person who's having a down day is like not gonna like just dive deep into this like depression circle of like it's the end of the world with quarantine type stuff. So it's you gotta like rely on each other, and if you don't have that physically, I think in your own house, it's Zoom calls, people are doing that shit like this, working out. I do yoga on the front yard as much as I can. If it's sunny out, I'm outside working out for like an hour. Maybe I'll run around, and it's just like get outside as much as you can and make sure you do something each day. Like make sure you do something that makes yourself proud of yourself each day. Because if you dive deep into this like this just cycle of like waking up late, watching Netflix, having your first drink by 4 p.m., like during the week, kind of just and like not being excited about anything, like that that weight just gets heavier and heavier, and
Nothing but
it becomes
gravity right
near
there.
impossible to shake off. But if you do one thing a day that you're like proud of, like you kind of chisel away at this ingrained, just mindset that's going on with everybody right now.
I couldn't agree more. The biggest thing is about positivity and doing things like you said that are like that. I'm extremely fortunate. I actually live on my sailboat, and I go sailing with my girlfriend. I so much. She's actually here with me right now. We just got off the water, and I mean, without that positivity and also that network of people that are around you that we're not always going to be strong, but we are having the ability to move forward, not just through ourselves and positivity, but the people that are around us that really help because we can't let that gravity just crush us.
Yeah, I agree. To go off of what you're saying even more, there's been a lot of moments in the past couple months, I think, where I've really started to think about like my relationships with people. And I have started to reach out to some people that I normally don't because I'm thinking like, why am I not talking to this person? I love this person. And now that the whole day-to-day busyness of our lives is kind of like put aside. It's kind of making the relationships that really matter come more into light. And that's one thing that I've really enjoyed about it, is kind of like, I feel like my definition of what I want life to be like after this, and what I want, what type of person I want to be, is like very clear now, because I've had a lot of time to self-reflect. And
Isn't it amazing that you can look at this thing, this quarantine, this virus, which is terrible and has affected a lot of people. And I do feel terrible for anyone that has this affected outside of being quarantined. But it's such a great opportunity to self-reflect and grow. And another thing to add to your talking about doing something positive in the day, this is a time for reflection. I had a really cool moment. What was it? About 2 weeks ago while I was paddleboarding, and I know I'm very fortunate to do that, and I'm very grateful. But I was thinking about the people in my life that have impacted it greatly, that were just in it for just a moment, and I never really gave those people the gratitude that they really deserved. And that's another thing that I really think we can all take away from this, is really self-reflecting on ourselves, self-reflecting on the people around us, and really just growing.
absolutely, yeah. What's that term? It's like you either grow or die or something. You know, you got to make progress. You know, even in the worst of times. So I totally agree with that.
All
That's
right.
not a quote, but I think we know what I'm talking about.
I do. And the one thing to jump on the whole woke concept of life is, the thing that most people don't understand is I'm awake. I've been awake for about 7 years and very grateful, but no one really understands that once you become woke or awake, that doesn't mean that your journey's ended, that everything's like good to go. That's right when you're able to start realizing what's wrong with yourself and what you need to focus on and grow to be able to help other people along the way.
Right. Well, first of all, congratulations that
Thank
you're awake. I myself am very far from that stage, but I am, with the help of some people, trying to get there. So,
I
so
actually
yeah,
have a
I
book for
totally
you
agree.
I would suggest. There's
What's that?
the book. Have you ever heard of the book The Untethered Soul?
No, I haven't.
After
I think
this,
I've
I'll
heard
go
of it,
ahead.
but I have no idea what it's about.
My Michael Singer's The Untethered Soul is what actually gave me the ability to wake up and really start to dive into the issues I face against myself, so that I can actually be light for other people. So I will definitely share that. And by the way, everyone who's been talking and here with us, thanks so much for joining. And we're going to be doing these not bi-weekly, but twice a week. So please, if you love this type of conversation, we're going to be doing these. This is how we're moving forward with quarantine. And it's so sad that music is going to be taking the biggest hit out of all of this quarantine, because they're like, oh, yeah, by the way, don't actually, you're not going to be able to have any concerts till like next year, which is,
I I do have a note on that though.
I definitely want to hear the said note.
Okay. I think that it's not the worst thing that music's taking the biggest hit, because I think things that take the biggest hits, especially in a creative field, have to adapt the most. And if I'm in the industry that's going to rebound the
Well
most,
played, sir.
I consider myself a lucky person, because if all of a sudden we have concerts taken away from us, it's going to force all these creative people to think, what else can we do to help musicians and help fans moving forward? I think that's pretty cool. Although it sucks right now, I think the repercussions of it are going to be pretty incredible.
I absolutely love that mindset. Now, to jump forward, because we are all about letting people understand the pain that artists actually feel on a day to day, and translating that into helping other people move forward in their lives, even when you at home you're struggling and everything. What sort of things do you actually struggle with on a day to day basis, way before this whole entire quarantine? And how do you keep moving forward?
Um, I mean, I have a pretty personal answer that I haven't really shared with many people, but I do have physical Tourette syndrome, and I've had it my whole life. And it's pretty, it used to be a lot worse, but right now you probably can't even tell that I have it, because I think I can cover it up. Who knows? But it's a very painful experience sometimes when you can't control the movement of your joints and your body, especially when you get excited about stuff or too much caffeine intake or maybe too much alcohol intake. Like all these things kind of affect like the severity of your Tourette syndrome, and it's definitely been something I've struggled with my whole life because I grew up not wanting people to know that I had it because I just really wanted to be kind of a normal kid, obviously. My parents were also divorced, so I had that going against me. Raised in like a place where a lot of people's parents don't get divorced, so I just always kind of wanted to fit in with people. And like the last thing I wanted them to know is that I had a disability, because kids are mean sometimes, and we don't have the confidence that we deserve, especially when you're so young. But I wouldn't want to not have them because I think it's kind of made the person that I am right now. Just having this thing every day that you have to wake up with and deal with already kind of, I feel like, makes you think differently and view the world differently already. Because if you have a battle to face every single day, doing something like becoming a musician or a successful artist, it seems hard, but you've already kind of conquered a lot. So it's just something that you use as a fuel almost. And fuel
Love
comes in
that.
many different ways, but this is kind of mine for most of my life.
Stephen, thanks so much for the honesty. And I mean, I truly think that it's the things that we think that, sorry, society deems as bad are actually what I think are what make us actually great. I mean, our pain, our struggle, what even for you to say that out loud to complete strangers must have taken a lot of courage, and that's absolutely amazing.
It's hard to say. It sounds like a dirty word coming out of my mouth to this day,
It
to be
might
honest.
do that, but the more that you talk about it, the more that you actually like embrace this and know that this is not a disability, that this is just something that allowed me to start actually making better music and better connections with real people. That's the
Mhm.
one thing I would love for you to possibly like take away from opening up and saying that. And to share with you, I know what I look like. I know absolutely everything. I was actually 5 feet tall and 150 pounds in the sixth grade, and I developed body dysmorphia. I dealt with it up till like 27, where I just couldn't really see myself in the mirror unless I drank a lot. And it took a huge uphill battle to move forward. And I now I'm a certified life coach. I talk with artists that are amazing like you and really with everyone on a day-to-day basis about open up. Your pain is your power, and it is the source that will actually set you completely free.
I couldn't agree more. It's one of the hardest mindsets to develop, but I think the more people that develop that, the better.
And
And
the
that's
more
good
that
for
we
you.
share,
I'm happy you shared that with me. That's an amazing story. Like,
of course, I believe in talking about our pain, because if we all share our pain and we all talk about what we struggle with on a day-to-day basis, done in the right way, in the right settings with people, it becomes not a problem anymore, and it actually allows everyone to know that we're all connected.
I couldn't agree more. Yes.
Okay, this song that you're about to play, and by the way, thanks so much for the love, everyone that's been jumping on here. This is actually my first live ever, and it's so cool to do it with Topanga and with you, Stephen, about opening up. Your song is incredibly powerful and close and took you a year to even make. So, can you share with our viewer at home what this song is about?
So I think, the song can be about anything to anybody, but for me, this song is about my friend Kevin Clark, who passed away when I first moved to Los Angeles. He's a really good childhood friend, probably my best friend ever. We went to college together. We grew up together. We were hand in hand kind of guys type of thing, just brothers from another mother. As cheesy as that term is, it's pretty much the best way to describe it.
Absolutely.
So we kind of had this dream in college where we wanted to both live in California. He moved to San Francisco. I moved to Los Angeles. And a month into me moving to Los Angeles, I get a phone call at around 6 in the morning from, I get a series of texts from one of my friends, Matt, and he's saying, you got to answer your phone, you got to answer your phone. I need to talk to you right now. So I get up and I start thinking, maybe he fell in love with something, just wants to tell me about this date. But so I had a way different view of what was about to happen. But I get the call, and he tells me that Kevin's passed away. He tells me why he's passed away, and so kind of just have to deal with that right then and there because it's obviously true, and there's nothing that you can do about it. You have to make that, mental decision right then and there, how you're gonna move forward. And I said, okay, does mom know? Like, what's happening? It's early. This just happened like this morning. This happened last night. And so I got on a phone call with his roommates, and his roommates told me that his mom didn't know. And so I'm trying to verify that this even happened. And then I find out that his parents didn't even know. And then I figured out that there's no other person in the world that's going to tell their parents. I have to tell his parents.
That's
And I get a phone
incredibly.
call. Yeah. Which is like, I get a phone call at 7, just from an Arlington number, and I knew exactly who that number was. I knew who was on the other line, and I answered the phone, and I delivered the news as best I could. But yeah, that phone conversation is pretty much the most haunting thing I've ever had to deal with. But that's what I wrote the song about. Is that, sorry for going into all that, but I just
No, first off, don't apologize at all for sharing something like that. That is so powerful to be able to actually say something like that. And I know that I can see the emotions on like you're on your sleeve right now. I couldn't even come close to understanding that. Maybe someone at home has shared this as well and they don't know how to even like process it. So what you're doing is you're helping yourself grow and you're helping actually other people grow. So take time,
I
man.
hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Just trying to conduct myself here and be fucking professional.
Well, the thing is, this is also a place where you can share and you can talk about your feelings because this is how we all connect and we all grow. And without you taking a step like you're doing right now, how are other people going to move forward? So I know for a fact that music was your saving grace and what gave you the ability to move through this because that's something I have no idea how to be able I could even process that, let alone understand it. So your emotions are more than understandable and you do not have to hide here. This is a place where you can be open and just know that we're here and we love you.
Thank you. I love you too. I've never met you, but I
That's
love
the
you.
great thing about opening and sharing is the fact that we cannot have ever met and we can now build this amazing connection together. Like I have goosebumps. And this is what like life is about. It's about opening up, about sharing your pain, about saying how much this hurts, but I'm still going to take a step forward and talk about it.
Yeah.
Because the more you talk about it, the more you're open. That means that it's not deep inside of you that's eating away at you, and it's helping you grow and also helping other people grow. So, I mean, dude, I absolutely love you. Like that is so beyond powerful to be able to do, and I know so many people who could not handle that.
Well, I really appreciate that. Thank you. And I'm really grateful that you're giving me this platform to even talk about it because that's where I kind of made the song is, great people need ways to become immortalized, and he was a great man. So
I can tell absolutely. I mean, it took you a year to write it, I believe.
well, it took me a day to write it. It took me about 15 minutes to write it.
Oh, wow.
It took me a year to produce though, and mix and just make sound exactly how I wanted it to sound. Because It needed to be perfect, and there was no any. It just needed to be perfect. So
I totally understand that. Well, Stephen, I know that everyone here is excited to hear the song, but before that we jump into the song, uh, really, once again, thank you for opening up. And do not, please, please do not feel that you have to hide yourself or your light, because sharing is the only way we connect and we all move forward and grow.
agreed, agreed. Beautiful words from a
Thank
beautiful
you.
man.
I appreciate that. Now, Stephen, will you go ahead and give these people that have been, by the way, if you've been looking at the feed on this, everyone here has just been absolutely saying how amazing you are to even like do this. And it's amazing that we have all this love that's also to people that we've never even met.
Well, thank you to everybody who's been watching and commenting. I can't see anything that's happening right now, so I'm pretty much just talking to my girlfriend and one of my best friends, Sean, who's filming me. So, yeah, thank you for watching.
Stephen, thanks so much. And what's the song called?
The song is called The River, featuring this amazing vocalist, Brittany Luma. Her artist page is Luma. She sings on it. She helped me write the song with Steph. Her artist page is No-Tell. They're both like rock stars in the making, or already, but people just don't know it yet. So,
Oh, and
shout
by
out,
the way,
shout
just
out to
an
Steph and Britt if you're watching.
sorry for interrupting. Just to add a little extra, like it was just so nice to listen to your music right before all of this, and like just be out on the open water, because I can really just tell the emotions that you have with everything that you do.
Thank you. Yeah, that sounds awesome. All right, we ready? Okay, so I'm going to do a performance of The River. This is the acoustic version that I just arranged today. I'm going to have Brittany come out of the Bluetooth and the drums and stuff. I'm going to be playing the piano. So this is the acoustic version. The real version's on YouTube. It's much more dancey, but I thought for Topanga sessions, I had to be organic. So that's what we're going to do.
It's also on Spotify.
Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. It's on every streaming platform. Yeah, gotta plug it.
And
The River. If you haven't heard it already, The River is out.
for everyone, before you jump in, we're going to be posting this on Topanga Sessions on our website as well as our other platforms, and we're going to have every single thing for him. If you want to jump further, if you don't have it right now, that we're going to have that all for you for accessibility. So stay tuned and definitely download it.
All right.
Okay. Ready?
Waiting for you. Sunlight, calm in the storm inside.
Thank you.
Steven, how does that make you feel? Did I just have to ask, like being able to do that to everyone right now, how does this make you feel?
Um, I was looking forward to this all since you told me about this, and I was looking forward to that moment, and it exceeded all of my expectations, and I hope it did the same for everyone watching.
It was absolutely beautiful. You were so much stronger than you realize. Like you have no idea the amount of people I've encountered in my life, even my own struggles in my own life. Like to be able to share that and just be able to be in that moment. Thank you.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do that. So that was that was awesome. I had a blast.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. All right. Well, thank you everyone who tuned in. We're going to be posting this on in the next couple of days on Topanga sessions, and like please check this guy out. Download his songs. That was absolutely beautiful, stripped down. He has a lot more dancey style music as well, but you get to the big thing that we also want to do with this show is introduce you to the artist. Everyone knows their favorite artist is music, but they don't know who the artist is. And the thing is that artists struggle way harder than you think. Hey, work 14, 16-hour days, 3 side jobs, and this is all about giving the artist the ability to open up and also give you the ability to connect. So thank you so much, and stay tuned. We're going to be doing our next one on Wednesday.
One thing, Nick, before you go, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to Zeke, also for helping set this up. Zeke's also behind this. I think what you guys are doing is amazing. Topanga Sessions, if you don't know, go look at it online. It's absolutely beautiful. I hope this did it justice. Thank you for listening to my song. My name is West Coast Massive. The song is The River. It's out on all streaming platforms. I love you guys, and this was dope.
Steven, thanks so much, and thanks everyone for tuning in.
Goodbye. Thank you.